Hey, welcome back to my lab. It's been a while since I did a video about my electronics lab. Definitely work got in the way and never really had the opportunity to spend any time. But I was hoping in this video we'll cover this one particular unit. This is my HP 5334B as in Bravo. It's a universal counter, and I've had this for a few years. This was actually a great eBay find. It's got tons of features, and I don't honestly use all of those, obviously, but from a hobby perspective, this provides um, great set of features. So I was watching a YouTube video by Eric's Electronics Workbench channel, and he talks about this particular model. Obviously, over time, the capacitors in these vintage equipment can go bad, and it's it's prudent to replace him, and I do agree. There are really two sections in this unit for power safety capacitors that need to be replaced. There's also another for electrolytic capacitors. Those are also power supply capacitors that need to be replaced. Um, So I was hoping that I could follow what Erik has demonstrated in his video and do the cap replacement on this unit. So really, that's the purpose of this video. I won't go into too many um, step-by-step details. I mean, you could definitely go watch Erik's video, and I'll provide a link here. I did order parts from DigiKey the other day, so I did get them over mail. I believe the electrolytic capacitors may be a tad bit too wide in terms of the cylinder, not the leads, but the cylinder. The leads are 10 millimeters, I believe, but the cylinder itself might be a little too wide. But in any case, I'll take a look at that. Worst case scenario, I may have to reorder that particular part. But overall, the plan is to replace the caps on this unit. Okay, so I got the top case opened up. There are a couple of screws that kind of hold it together. It's kind of tricky, not as straightforward as I thought, but that's fine. The case is opened. I'm looking at it from the front perspective. I just wanted to do a quick view here, the ones that we need to replace. These are, let me see if I can get a closer view. Um, there's this section here, which is the power safety caps that need to be replaced. Let me get a closer look. All right, so this is one of the uh, capacitors. I can clearly tell it's definitely beat. I'm seeing some hairline fractures on that plastic. So this is one of them. Here's the other one. There are two smaller caps that also need to be replaced. So that's one section. Adjacent to that, you have these large caps. These are, I believe, these are 4700 microfarad caps that need to be replaced. This one is kind of wiggly. I'm not sure why, but in any case, we'll get that replaced. I want to quickly give you guys an overview of the parts I ordered. Let's make sure if those will fit or not. So I got these from. Let me see if I can get a longer shot. Um, let's look at these refuzz. Um, these are all ordered from DigiKey. So I got actually four of them just for backup and save some shipping costs. They go here for this and that, those two. Um, and there's day and night difference between that and this one. This looks really clear, no hairline cracks on the plastic casing, but this one's got a ton of them. So looks like that'll work out. These other caps for these smaller ones. By the way, DigiKey, they're really good, and I've ordered parts from them many times. Um, and they're based out of Minnesota. And here's the I ordered four of these also, but I only will need two. Um, and then they will um, work out really well also. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna set those aside. My bigger concern was these larger caps because I wasn't sure if the parts I've ordered will work out okay from a dimension standpoint. I think the leads will work out fine. Okay, so I ordered these from DGK. I'll only need four. I believe they might actually work out okay, but I just want to make sure that the dimensions will work out fine. I believe they will. These are rated for. Let me set that aside. These are 4735 volts, and these should work. These are rated for 5000 hours and made by a company called Nichicon. Um, and I think these might work out really well. Right. Make sure the polarity when you put them in, the as you can tell from these markers, right? I think that there's also markers on the PCB, by the way, so I'm not too worried that they all have to go this way. So I'm not sure if these need to be replaced, to be honest, right? Because they seem okay to me, to be 100% honest. But I don't know. I'm I'm not sure if these need to be replaced. But this one is definitely a little loose. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know when these were serviced or when these were replaced, if at all. If these are factory, I'm not sure. Um, but I have them, so might as well replace them. These are probably more modern, I bet. So I'm just gonna go replace them and be done with it. All right, I'll be right back. I got a few more steps to go here. I need to remove this transformer. Here, let me zoom back a little. This transformer needs to be removed, and there's a bracket that holds it together. Um, this bracket here, and this needs to be taken out. The oven needs to be taken out. Um, and then I need to pull this PCB out from this case. So those are my next steps here. I'll be right back. So I was struggling removing the front panel off of the chassis here, and there are a few screws and such that I took them off, but despite taking them off, the panel wouldn't come out. So I went to uh, the Keysight website and pulled up their manual. So they talk about under section 8-289, there's a section called removal procedure of the A2 board, the front panel codenamed A2 board. Um, so if you look at this section here, it talks about the process to remove the front panel, and apparently the BNC ports on the front panel are held together by the nut, right? They need to be taken out before you can pull the panel out. The manual refers to this as a fancy, quote unquote, fancy nut. Any case, so I took these three fancy nuts off, and hopefully this will come out without any problems. So the panel came off without any problems. I just didn't know to take to address the quote unquote fancy nuts that needed to be taken out before the panel came out. Any case, it's out now. We should be all set to go, and I'll be right back. Anyways, so the PCB, the motherboard is out, and I can now get to the real work, which is to replace um, the caps here. This is the rear right hand corner, and then the other caps here. So I'm gonna start to work on replacing um, the caps, these two caps first, and then I'll go into the smaller ones. All right, let me do that, and I'll be right back. And before I actually solder, I'm gonna desolder, of course, and then I'm gonna show you a close-up look of these beat caps here, so you guys can appreciate the before and the after, the new versus the old parts. Okay, so this is my new Hako FR301. I always used to desolder using the old school, the wick method, but I thought I'd maybe upgrade after whatever 35 some years. I thought I'd try this desoldering station here. I got some great reviews of this unit, so I thought it would be a good investment of time and some money to get it. So hopefully this will work out for this project. Okay, so here are the two going to be bad, I suppose. Caps. Hairline kind of cracks on them. Let me bring the new ones. I'll show it to you. So here are the new ones. The new ones look quite nice compared to the older one. All right. Okay, I'm gonna first. By the way, the desoldering station works really well, so I'm very glad, quite glad I got it. These are rated for 250 volts, but the ones I got are for 275. I suppose that's fine. Okay, let me get this. Let me get these other two caps removed over here, and then I'll be back. So here are the other little ones, and here's the new replacement for it. Um, all right, so I'll get this installed, and um, I need to do some cleanup on the board here. There's some dust and whatnot, so I need to see. Maybe I'll just do a quick wipe down, and we'll go from there. All right, so I just completed the part one of the cap replacements, the 2x2 rated power safety caps, and the 2xy rated caps here. So total four. And now they turned out pretty good. I really like the desoldering gun from Hacko. I think they are great products. So I really do. It saved me a ton of time. It also does a pretty good, clean job of clearing up the remnants of the solder, if you will. So really good. All right. So now I'm gonna move on to this section here. I'll get that going. And here's just for some memories, some pictures of the old caps here. I'm gonna save them actually. And all right, so I'm gonna move on to this step two, and I'll be right back. All right, so I removed the old caps here. They don't look, honestly, physically speaking, they don't look that bad, but I might as well remove them. I've never heard of this company, Sprague. Any case. Okay, so these other power caps are also done, and the only next steps are to do some testing quick, and then as well, first of all, assemble everything together, and then do some testing on these. There's some test points here that I need to make sure we test, and that those um, values are reflective per suggested values. So, and then I can wrap it up. Okay, so I got everything reassembled, um, and tidied up a little bit of these wires. Um, I think overall, I think it went really well. Putting things back together, it went a lot faster, of course. Um, so I'm now going to look into doing some test points just to make sure the voltages are per the recommended levels. And these are some test points here. If you look at this section here, there are some test points here, some test points here, and there's another test point in there somewhere. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through that list and then check for prescribed levels, and that should get me close to getting it done. I still need to see if I can fine tune the OSC, but I don't want to do it without my rubidium reference OSC here in my lab. I think I'll still have about whatever 2 or 3 days left for it to arrive here. So I'll probably do another fine-tuning video of this guy, but for now the caps replacement project is complete, at least to the level that I can. And honestly, I still feel like um, the previous caps were in pretty good standing, and I'm looking at them again. I don't see any issues with them whatsoever. In fact, these look much better, to be honest. But hey, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna hold on to these because these don't show any signs of degradation, to be honest. Any case, so I went ahead and replaced them. I'm not sure how old these are. I have to maybe look at their manufacture date. Maybe that'll tell me. It says 2501 here. 2501. I wonder if that's the date. I'll go look and we'll see what we can do. All right, for now I think this part is done. I just need to do a quick testing with the test points, and then I'll wrap this up, and I'll do a quick test afterward, and then I'll keep you posted here in this video. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've completed the test point testing earlier, and they all seem to match the spec values, so that's great news. And I've also started testing the internal oscillator, the OSC. I know the unit needs to run maybe overnight for it to kind of stabilize before we can fine tune. But also for me to fine tune the OSC, I will need a point of truth. That won't be till I have my rubidium OSC. But in any case, I am looking at the current status of the internal oscillator, and this this input here to channel A is coming in from the rear OSC output, and as you can tell, it's looking pretty good. It fluctuates between 10.02 to 9.99999, so I think that's a solid stable value coming out of the OSC. So it looks like I have brought this to a point where, at least where it used to be after the caps replacement. So I'm definitely happy about that. What I'm hoping to do once I get my rubidium, I want to double check I want to qualify the OSC in this unit with my rubidium, and I want to make sure the rubidium is my true source of reference point for 10 megahertz. So in any case, that's my plan. For now, this looks like it's all done, ready to go. And thanks again for watching. I hope this was useful to you all. I definitely learned a ton, and I'm always thankful for having an opportunity to learn. With that, thanks for watching. We'll talk soon. God bless.